Christmas. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. It'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up there at 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. I don't care what game it is, everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. To throw on 3rd down. Jones looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 18-yard line.
Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And
this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Barkley, toss play left. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 13. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 43 yards on the ground.
First down, Giants.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll throw right away. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10 from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert going deep for Hopkins. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going deep for Hopkins. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
27-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Giants.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, New York.
Now Jones on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Ready to take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Gets past one man, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
From the 31, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
New York.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to...
Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's complete to Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be really excited to have those up on the board.
T.Y. Hilton on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
And this will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 2nd half begins with a run from Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Jones.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
New York.
First down, Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
At their own
the Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Giants 12, Chargers 7.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Giant ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down.
Jones on 1st and 10. Out to the right here to Shepard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 54-yard.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll hand off here to Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. It'll be intercepted. Blocked by Julian Love. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Now Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. That catch good for only a couple.
I drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Uchenna-Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Catch made by Slayton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
New York.
Play action. Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
New York.
To throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with the pick.